Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today we're going to be learning how to make states in this very special game. First things first, we gotta go through making a mod first. All installed mods, upload mod, make whatever, create the states test. Doesn't matter what number you put in, it really doesn't. In the short, simplified directory. Let's see, yep, great mod. Now, this mod that you just made, hopefully you will find it in your very epic mod file in your documents for Hearts of Iron 4. So, you're going to open this mod file, find the abbreviation ST, which is what I made, and go ahead and go to your uh, actual Hearts of Iron files. So like if you're using Steam, just open up local installed files and stuff and find history, and I'm gonna go ahead and create a history here too, and we are going to copy over, oh, nothing actually, we just need to keep in mind this. Let's see, actually, so I'm gonna take I'll work with Belgium here for today. So we're going to copy that and paste it into here for practicality. We are going to, well, that's actually all you really need. Aside from, yeah, you need one more thing. Hearts of Iron, go to map. You need to copy over airports. No, not there though, not there. You need to create the map file first. And you can copy over airports, copy over buildings, and um go ahead and copy over rocket sites. So these are the three main important ones you need. You can do unit stacks if you want. I'll copy that over for an example later. So yeah, that's all you really need of this base game files. Make sure you copy and not move them over. That'll crash your game. So we're gonna go ahead and open -debug on Steam. So we're gonna be working with Belgium here today, obviously. Um, just open your. Actually, hold on. I want the states file here. I keep forgetting about that. States, it's like, it's 12:20, 12:30. I'm tired. So yeah, all the files you need, history, states, and whatever states you need, map, and then all this descriptor, which you should always have. This will pop up, nothing special. Nudge. It's going to be your best friend in this situation. So let's see. I'm going to first geolocate where our very nice Belgium here is. As you can tell, it has a naval base, meaning it's these two right here. So you can see the province ID at the top here, province of 6560. So what we're going to be making this a new state. So going to make a new one. Actually, we're going to be copying Belgium here. We'll be pasting this, and we're going to be renaming this. Okay, so alright. So I'd recommend you copy the last state here, which is 969, or just remember that number because that's going to be pretty important you're just gonna want that because I forgot to put that in there. History states. It doesn't really matter what you put in here if it's in the base game. So we're going to rename this to 970 dash new state. It doesn't matter what you call it. Open this and well, you'll see the ID here is 6. That's a problem. You're going to want to put it as its own unique ID. As long as it's one up, it needs to be one up from the previous one. So we're going to remove this. I don't know what this place is actually called, so I'm going to call it Belgium state. Here, manpower. This is the amount of population it has. You can change this to your will. So we're putting 1. Resources, you know, like oil, rubber, aluminum. We're going to be putting maybe oil here. A little bit, you know. I don't think this actually does anything. So, state category. If you don't know the state categories, I recommend you open the Hearts of Iron 4 wiki. Just search up state categories Hoi4. It'll show you all this. Slots is like construction slots. How many of something you can put in it. We're going to be putting it wasteland because why not? And if you want to make it impassable, you can. This basically means that no troops can pass into it, and you also can't take it in peace conferences. This is if you want a victory point. We're gonna check if we already have a victory point here. Right here, 6560, of which we do. So remove all the other victory points here if you're using a template or something else. I'm using the slow way because the nudger doesn't work for me, and it tends to cross over into my base game for some reason. So yeah, can go ahead from, this is the actual file for Belgium. Remove that victory point and remove 6560 as you're doing that, because you're not going to need that no more. It's not a part of this. And remove everything else here. Nice. Remember to save that because you're not going to need this anymore. You don't need that. Unless it's, of course, to remove this naval base. Cool. So, don't need this naval base because that's not the right province ID. And, 1 airbase. It's just airport. Don't need one. Industrial complex, that's just, you know, industry. So obviously 100. I don't know if that's going to work because Wasteland has 0 building slots. It shouldn't crash the game. And 500 military factories, of course. And 0 infrastructure. Don't really care about this either, but we'll keep it here. And Belgium. It's the core Belgium, but guess what? You can change that to whatever you want. And let's keep that 6. Alright, cool. So you have your state here planned out. Looking terrible. Oh, by the way, this doesn't really matter. Don't worry about that. So, next, we need to go to map. Open airports and rocket sites. Now, one thing I'm going to do before I do this is I'm going to check that this isn't being used. So, very quickly, Control F, 6560. Can't find. Good. Same thing for here. Okay, so that's a problem. It already has this province that isn't in its own state as an airport. So we're going to move that to 11419. Save that. scroll all the way down. Let's copy this last one here. Did not work. Change that to your state. And we only have one province for this one, so we're going to only be using one, 6560. Go ahead and copy this. Also, that's the last you will need of airports. And put that exact same thing in rocket sites, because it's the same province. Close that. That's the last you'll need of that. And yeah, in order to use buildings, we're gonna have to. It may look very scary, but trust me, it's simple. We'll just use the nudger, I guess. Let's restart the game. And by the way, while you're relaunching your game, you're gonna want to put your thing in here. It just helps with organization. Alright, so you may, well, ooh, line 11. Okay, so I did not type this right, actually. I'm terrible at spelling, or I'm just terrible in general. So, yeah, we don't need this, I guess. But you can take a look at one of the Saharan states if you actually want to get that right. You know, like one of these, yeah, one of these Saharan states if you want to get that right. I didn't put it in right somehow, but yeah. Otherwise, it should have worked. So, what we're gonna do is, ooh, is that normal? It is, okay. Random in state, validate in state, save. Easy, right, right, definitely easy. This is the thing that always goes wrong for me in my main. Ignore all this, this is gonna disappear. A lot of errors you will see here. And, okay, so first of all, it's very clear that my 500, 700 industrial factories did not work because it'll only fit into this limit here. As you can tell, too many buildings. So I guess you can balance that if you want. The game will auto balance that for you. Oh well. Foreign claimed by England, that was the claimant. And let's see, so we have a lot of these unhappy errors here. All of the, okay, so I'm going to delete all the errors I don't care about. And this. And this too. Actually, no, we need that. So, this is where buildings comes into place because for some reason my nudger does not work. If your nudger does not work either, this is going to help you. Otherwise, if it did work for that buildings thing, good. Otherwise, and you're essentially done with the video if that's true, but I think, no, anyways, you don't need this anymore, but what you're gonna do, buildings. And what we're gonna do is we're going to one by one fix all these. It's not a lot, trust me. I've done this 1,000 times. I'm not a pro. So first one's at line 9999. It says it's supposed to be 6, but was 970. This 970 is the number when you want to look for because it's in front of the but was. Anything in front of this right here, this number, that's the number you want to use. That's the state. And so as we saw, line 99, which is right here, number 6. Oops. But yeah, do this for each one of them. It's gonna take a bit. It'll probably be worth it in the long end. Hopefully. Okay, so I'm going to cut ahead real quick and do all this, but basically, it's just copying numbers down. Just don't lose your place. That's the hardest part, not losing your place. Normally I would do this part with some video playing in the background like a podcast, but I can't really do that here. It's not that hard. I mean, I only if you only have one state, you can just do what I'm doing here. Copy, take a glance up, go to the next line. So you're gonna see this right here. Don't care about this because actually, hold on. What? I've never seen this. Okay, yeah, never mind. After you've done a certain amount, you can delete and then get back on track. But as you can tell, this one's at line 26058. That's normally where, unfortunately, where those are. So it will randomly do that. Pay attention, which is the unfun part. This right here is what I was talking about. Don't care about this because you're already fixing this by... Okay. So I don't really care about any of these. Actually, I do care about this one. This will crash your game if you don't fix it. Oh, where's this? That doesn't help. Oh, line 111. I already did that though. Yeah, okay. Don't really care too much because I am limited on time here. And this is all just a repeat anyway, I've realized. So what you can do is glare at this, um, restart your game to see if it works. I keep getting these errors saying that I am wrong about something. Let's take a look. A big part of modding is dealing with errors. That's honestly the part that takes the most time. It's saddening. Oh, it's talking about how I have this. Malformed token. Doesn't matter. Don't care. Alright, so we're going to take a look, see if we have any errors, and take a look if it works. Ignore Quebec. Don't worry. So, yet again, nothing special. Anyways, yeah, there you go. You have your very own thingamabob. All works and stuff, no infrastructure. I forgot I put that oil in. Oh my. Yeah, very fun. Okay, so yeah, the WADS thing basically just shows you what it increases to. Here you have this very epic airbase. How do you have that? Yeah. And so be yeah, that's all. So by I'm probably gonna have to redo this